Okay, so go to Student Common, Roisin Dillon, Software Architecture, and there should be an Eclipse Mars zip file. So what you want to do is you want to copy this and then paste it over to your USB. And then once you've done this, we're going to extract it into our USB. And then just right click and extract all. So once you've done that, you should get a file like this. I just click in here, and this is your application. So before I open this application, I'm actually just going to go back, right click, and create a new folder. I'm going to call this folder Workspace, and this is where I'm going to save all my files that I create. Okay, so into Eclipse, application. Now this will take a while to open if it's the first time you've opened it, so just give it a few minutes and it will open eventually. So the version we're using is Mars.2. Perfect. So once you've opened it, you should see this workspace launcher, and it will give you a default workspace, but what we want to do is we want to browse and go to that workspace that we've just created on our USB, which is here, and in Eclipse, and this is the workspace here. I'm going to say OK. So anything we create now will automatically be saved into this workspace. So use this as default and do not ask again. Maybe don't click this because it depends on your drive. So just remember where you've saved it. So OK. And I'll just load up. Okay, again, this might take a bit longer if it's the first time you've opened it. Okay, perfect. So now you should see something like this. I'm just going to make this bigger. So Java EE IDE for web developers. So IDE is Integrated Development Environment. So we're just going to go straight up here to the right-hand corner where it says Workbench and click here. Perfect. So here you have, this is basically what your Eclipse looks like. Here is where all your files will be. Here is where you will code. And down here, when you run your code, your console, so the output of your code will be shown down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go New, Project, Java Project. Next, I'm going to give the project a name. I'm going to call it Hello World. Next, don't worry about any of this information, and actually just don't do anything else, just click Finish. Perfect. So this is offering you to open it in the Java perspective. So do you want to open this perspective now? Say yes. So it'll probably only ask you to do this once. So say yes and finish. Perfect. So here on the left-hand corner, you see a little folder and Hello World. So this is your project. So to add a new Java class, we're going to right-click on this folder, New Class. Okay, again, all of this stuff comes up, but all we're going to do is put in the name, Hello World. When you're naming a class in Java, you always use a capital letter, and you don't separate words out. You use something called camel casing. So you just say hello, and then you give it a capital W, but it's all one word, so there's no spaces. So that's all we need there, and we just click Finish. And you'll see over here on the left, Hello World. This is our folder. This is a folder of our source code, and this is our default package. So you can rename the package. We'll take a look at that again later, but just know that there's a package, and then there's also this hello world.java, and this is your Java file. So public class hello world, and you can see here hello world, the name with the capital H. So we're just going to go in here. The first thing we're going to do is create and have a main method. And then a bracket and a closing bracket. So you'll see the corresponding brackets, opening and closing. So public static void main string, and then args. Okay, so don't worry about what each word means for the moment. Just know that your main method is within your class and that your code will execute from within your main method. Okay, so let's get started. Click system.out.print hello world. So essentially what we're doing here, hello world, brackets. So essentially what we're doing here is we're saying print out hello world. So we're telling the computer to print hello world. So I'm just going to make this print, and I am going to run this. Okay, run, and you'll see down the bottom here in the console, hello world. One very important thing to remember is to always comment your code. So comments are so that people reading your program will know in layman's terms what part does what. So just above systemout.print, there's no set rule of where to put them. I'm just going to write this will print out to the console. Okay, and up here I'm going to use a different sort of comment. I'm going to say /star, /star hello world at author Roisin Dillon version 1. So this is the first version I've done. So say if somebody updated it after me, it would be version 1.1, version 2.2, etc., etc. And I'm just going to say what date it is, the 6th of the 9th, 2016. Okay, so you'll see all our comments are in green. So this is really important that we comment our code. So just a note at the top of it saying what it is that we've done, and then just in here, just to comment what each part does. And that's it. So that's just getting started with Eclipse. I'm basically showing you how to set up a class and how to print out to the console. Thanks for watching. Bye now.